Hi Libra, welcome back to Tarot POSH. I'm going to be doing a reading for you, a lost loved one spread. Our loved ones are never really lost, but I promised I would do this spread, so here I am. It's November 1st today. We're in the waning crescent moon phase in Virgo. So if you have any aspects of Virgo within your chart, you could check out Virgo's reading as well. But we are the waning crescent, soon to be going on to the new moon. Right now, with the waning crescent in Virgo, surrender, let the universe take over, rest and recover, set new intentions, prepare, say the serenity prayer. And it's really important to align yourself with calmness during this moon phase. And as we move into and transition into the new moon, that is like a blank slate to set all your intentions. It's like an open blackboard on the sky, and you could set any intentions and goals you have for yourself. But during this waning crescent, it's important to just take some time to rest, recuperate, and recover. And the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd is really a time to connect with our ancestors and just during this waning crescent moon, that is a really, really good thing to do. The veil this time of year is the thinnest between the two worlds. It's the thinnest. So if you look for their signs, they're there. So I hope everything is going good with you. If anything's not going in your favor, I hope things turn in your favor very, very soon, Libra, okay? And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for Libra and any aspects of Libra that are in your natal chart. Also, if your North Node for your present life is in Libra, then this is for you as well. All my playlists are categorized by month, so you're going to find all of these readings in November, except for Aries and Taurus. I put that in October's playlist, which I might change. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Make it easier. So I did separate the court cards here. So this is the 16 court cards, which will represent the person that's coming through, who's reaching out to you, that's crossed over, your loved one. I'm going to say, in the light of the light, through the light, thank you for the gifts of insight. I pledge never to take them in vain. King of Cups is coming through. Kings have underlying sword energy, so they're very logical, methodical. Communication is good communicators usually. They like to come through with clarity of expression in their communication, with logic in their communication. Cups energy is overlying that. So this person could have a lot of empathy. They also have to maintain their emotions, be emotionally intelligent. And with this, it's really heart over mind for this king. He has underlying sword energy, but he is the King of Cups. So sometimes the heart takes over with the logic with this king. As a king, your throne is very, it's vulnerable. I feel this person that's coming through was a father figure, someone who represented a fatherly energy to you. And sometimes this person was a little misunderstood, and they, even though they're coming through as a king, they felt like an island unto themselves a little bit. And there was a lot of abundance around them, but there was a lot going on around them as well. And I also feel that sometimes they could have indulged a little bit, maybe. King of Cups doesn't always represent that, but I am getting that with this. But they were always on the lookout. I don't know, maybe this person was really an avid bird watcher, or avid, had like a telescope and was always looking, at the stars in the sky. But they definitely were into having a clear vision with things. They'd like to, really look through and get to the truth, but they needed to see things with their eyes to be able to believe it, you know, because they're logical. And King of Cups also sometimes will be that person who really thinks the best of people, even if they're not always the best, because he's a loving person, giving person, intuitive. But as again, I said again, sometimes the heart, they led with their heart over logic. I feel this person was also a lover of nature, and I feel also that they like to always have their toes in the sand. You know, they're a King of Cups, but that doesn't necessarily mean they like to be around water. But I feel like this person liked to either go barefoot all the time or have their toes in the sand. I feel they did like to be around water. I also feel that they had a lot of emotion around them in their life, a lot of emotion to deal with. And even though they're logical underneath, I feel this person got caught up in a lot of nonsense sometimes. In reaching out to help others, this king and this loved one coming through, represented as the King of Cups, sometimes it's like they put up their nose to spite their face, because they would reach out to help someone and then, you know, going with their heart and feeling for that person instead of using their wits, and they would get hurt themselves sometimes with that. So, why are they reaching out to you? I'm also getting like this person either was a carpenter or built like canoes or boats or something, but I'm getting like a carpenter. Had carpentry skills. They may not have done it for a living. It could have been a hobby, but that's what I'm getting. Why are they reaching out? Six of Pentacles. They're helping you, Libra, learn the lessons of give and take, equal give and take. With the Six of Pentacles here. And as I was saying, how they sometimes went with their heart over their head because it's King of Cups. I feel they're coming through to make you aware of that. For some of you, it could be that this person recently passed and actually there's an inheritance or something that you are obtaining because of it. The messages or the advice that they have for you is to be aware of conflict. Five of Wands, there's a lot of fire there. There's a lot of heat. It's like no one's really paying attention, and like this pot spilled over and you could see the flames on here. They're almost catching her dress on fire. So the message is watch what you're doing and pay attention when there's conflict, because if you don't, you can get burned. I'm getting that very strongly. Now, this person who has the fire going near the dress closest is putting her arm over and reaching to the person in the middle. She's not really paying attention to what's going on for herself. So I feel that's also a warning for you with give and take, because you should be, you know, you want to help others, but when there's conflict, whatever situation this is that's going on right now, the message is to worry about yourself right now, and guard yourself. And it's okay to watch and notice, but don't get that involved. Don't get that involved where you're guarding or you're saving. Like, you need to guard yourself right now, because you're the one in the most danger in this picture with the flames coming up. Right here. Will you implement their advice? I feel intuitively you're aware this person comes through to you with messages. You get signs from this person. I feel that intuitively you know what they're saying is what's best for you. Intuitively, you know what they're saying is best for you. So you could implement their advice. Right now, you're really pondering it. As the High Priestess, you know, there's a lot of knowledge books around you that, you know, you have even a tarot card reading going on right here, right there, you know, laying cards out for yourself, you know, looking and scrying. And you have these signs coming through clear, but I feel like maybe you're not listening and you know, people come through sometimes and it could be just like we're thinking about a situation and we're thinking about it totally different, or we may think of how they would have handled it. And if they handled it bad, you know, situations like this, you'll be like, oh, that's where I get it from. And then if they handled it great, you'll be like, oh, I should follow what they do. So, you know, that always goes on when we either admire or we didn't admire, you know, in a family situation or any situation, what somebody did or didn't do, you know. So I feel there is the potential you will take their advice, but you get too caught up in things too easily. How you'll implement their advice, if you choose to, is with Ace of Pentacles. I feel that because the Six of Pentacles is coming out as the reason, and they're saying like the equal give and take, it's like telling you, take care of yourself first with this Ace of Pentacles. Worry about yourself and your future right now. Take that grounding energy, okay? Libra, you're an air sign. Justice is your card. You're a cardinal sign, so you take the lead in the initiative. So how you'll implement your advice, if you do, is taking the lead in the initiative. You know, take that new shiny coin, that new opportunity. This could be health, finance, education, career. And it's pretty much saying, you know, really analyze where you're going and what movement you're taking with this opportunity or any opportunity before you do it. Like, look at every facet of it, and also look at every facet of yourself and how you're behaving in situations when there's give and take. Because this is why they're coming through. The messages they have is to guard yourself and worry about yourself. You know, worry about what you're doing when there's conflict in a situation. Again, will you implement their advice? I feel there's an opportunity there, but it's really free will. It's really up to you. How you will, again, is making your own way in a grounding energy. Now, aces lead back to magician. So how you'll implement it is by manifesting a new direction and a new opportunity for yourself. Well, you'll be presented with one that is a clear way out. You have to find that Ace of Pentacles is a change within you as well. I feel it represents a change in you to make sure this is like the message of all these readings for me. I really feel this is what the message is. Take care of you first. You can't help someone else unless you take care of yourself first. And that's not being selfish. And you need to look at the big picture. That's the message, the overall message. Look at the big picture. And, you know, sometimes you have to take yourself out of a situation. You see how the gazing at this, really looking at every facet of that Ace of Pentacles, that pentacle. Sometimes you have to change your view. Here, looking up, right? Here, looking down. Getting like a higher vantage point to just look at everything as a big picture. And when we do that and we remove ourselves from the situation and worry about what we're doing to, you know, you could be part of the problem, you could be part of the solution when it comes to interacting and equal give and take, equal give and you know, take exchange of energy. Even is Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles could also be exchange of energy. Conflict could be affecting your health as well. I see here, and you need to look at the big picture. I can't even talk. I don't know. I did some readings and so anyway, I can't get the words out today. But what I'm trying to say is look at the big picture. That's what this person is coming through as. I feel this King of Cups sometimes would overindulge to deal with the emotions, right? And there's many ways to overindulge. But this king has a cup. So whatever you put in that cup, if you have a cup, if you find that you maybe are overindulging in something that's not as good for you, you know, everybody wants to have fun, but like the King of Cups, once the party's over, you got to go back and rule your kingdom and sit on that throne. So you want to make sure, like, you know, you have a clear mind. Like the King of Cups has that underlying sword energy. You are air energy, so you are sword energy. And I'm going to pull an Alice in Wonderland card for you. I had to think which oracle card. I have two cards come out. The first one is card number 1. The second one is card 28. The first card is 1. Like we have 1, the Ace of Pentacles. Like 1, the Magician in the Major Arcana. So all in the Golden Afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. And that's really what the Magician is about. But this depiction of Alice, her dress is melting into a sea of emotion. In this depiction of Alice, 28, 2 plus 8 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. Again, it reduces down to 1, which is manifesting the Magician. And this says 28 nonsense. It's time to talk sense. So let me see. I'm going to read it for you, and then we'll close the reading. This really is beautiful artwork. Lucy Cavendish. Divination, time to create an imaginative idea. Inspiration takes hold. Talent and ability. The muse touches down in your life. Get ready. What wonderlands can you create when you allow yourself to be open to the genius all about you and invite it to come into the world through you? You are imaginative. You are creative. You have that spark within you. Whatever it is you wish to do, paint, draw, sing, write, dance, do this creative, vital, brilliant, life-bringing thing. Who knows what creations you could bring forth? Why not begin to discover the possibilities today? I can't find my reading glasses, so I'm squinting to read that. But really what it's saying is that's how you need to implement manifesting that new direction forward. 28, nonsense. And this has to do with the conflict, I believe, is the nonsense that you're dealing with, which is easy to get caught up in, but really you have to turn your direction away from that, go back to being creative and find that new direction in life, and that's how you're going to implement this advice. Courageously standing up for yourself when someone is behaving in a way that is silly and unfair, refusing to be cowed, pointing out a person's bad behavior, not backing down on the truth, looking someone in the eye, being very brave, strong, and no longer being intimidated, surprising yourself with your power. So what this card is saying is, it's time to talk sense. But it's one thing to stand up for yourself, but then it's another thing to get embroiled in conflict around you and not realize that your dress is on fire. So there's a way to handle that, and this is a better way. The right time, the right place. Even though you may not be as powerful as this other person, your inner courage, when expressed, makes you an amazing person who can change the world with the simple refusal to tolerate bad behavior for one moment longer, but not at your own expense. Okay? Not putting yourself in danger. Again, you need to look at the big picture. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that you like this reading. I hope that it helped. Namaste. I pray you find your way, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.